Basically, the two guys that are taping the show. I don't think Ryan's going to have a good year. Disappointing, just like your Seminoles. We move on to Randy. Randy, the draft once again went smooth, man, with you and Mark, you know, the campgrounds, getting up at 7 in the morning. It went smooth once again. Good job, man. Tom Brady, gotta love him, man. You gotta love that pick. I don't think he's gonna have 50 touchdowns. I think he'll have close to 40. He's got so many weapons. That team.
Moss has half of them.
I think what's going to help is their defense is going to suck this year. Not suck, but they're going to be pretty bad. So they're going to get the ball more often. It's going to be more shootouts. Just have a great year.
I haven't looked at their schedule.
Great pickup.
I'm sure they'll have a pretty...
Andre Johnson, I think he's pretty close to being the best receiver in the league right there with Larry Fitzgerald. Brian Westbrook, you know, they're going to limit his carries this year. He's not going to be the guy that's going to carry the load. That could be a good thing because the way he plays, he may not have to carry the ball 25, 30 times.
Great player, though.
So still a great player.
He could,
how do you pass up on the guy?
I was going to take him next.
Clinton Portis, Mr. Consistency. I mean, you know, plays for a very boring offense, but
I kind of regret not taking him.
1,200 yards every season.
I was looking at his stats. I couldn't believe it.
Very consistent.
Yeah, he is. That's a good pick. Solid pick.
Vincent Jackson, you had him last year. Again, your top 5. We move on to Dallas Clark. Really, your top 6 picks, man, solid. So I think you're one of the guys that I predict as the...
I say top 7. Carson Palmer is no slouch.
Well, he's a backup, so he can't play every...
He can start for most teams.
Lance Moore, good pickup. You know, the second best receiver on that Saints high potent offense. And LaShawn McCoy, let me tell you, LaShawn McCoy is going to get carries this year. I'm not sure if you're going to start him, Randy. Not sure what you're doing there, but you know, he could be a steal there in the 9th round. My prediction, Randy either wins the division or once again, wild card team. I think that Randy, like Tony, has been the most consistent owner in this league. So always has a pretty solid draft. Does a good job between T-Mac and Randy.
Did you say Tony?
Well, Tony usually has a good year except for this year, but Randy's been the most consistent guy. So I think he's going to continue that consistency this year. Randy, you know, I'm going to predict 10-4, 9-5. You and T-Mac are going to fight for the division there. So good job. And last but not least, the Archon Tigers. Zach, Peyton Manning, you know, he's getting up there in age, but he still has a lot of weapons. He's still, I think, the smartest quarterback in the league. He'll be fine. He's like Tom Brady. You got Dallas Clark, you got Gonzalez, you got Wayne, you got Adai. Now you got this fast rookie out of Connecticut and Donald Brown. You still got a lot of guys there that can score some points. And they play, you know, they
open up against Jacksonville, which I love.
Yep.
I think he's going to have a big game.
Should have a big game. Randy Moss with Tom Brady connection. How can you go wrong with him? Marion Barber, a little bit of a question mark again. Excuse me, I think Felix Jones steals the spotlight.
I'm not too crazy about my running backs, I'll be honest with
it.
But, I mean...
Pierre Thomas is hurt. He may not play. Ray Rice, you know, everyone's predicting him to be a starter. Move in, dude. He might not be in the camera. Ray Rice, I can't see him being a top 10 running back this year. I could be wrong. Bernard Berrian, hamstring injury. Kevin Walters hurt. So the beginning of your season is going to be critical.
It's rough.
You may start off, you know, 0-2 maybe. So that might hurt you a little bit. But
I am a streaky team.
But you have a solid team. You're not going to win the division like you did last year. And I think it's going to be between me and you. And I can see you winning 9 games, no more than 9. Maybe even going 8-6, getting a wild card spot.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. My predictions for the week, I like the playmakers to destroy the prime-timers. I like Zach to destroy TNT, Tony. I'm not sure what other matchups are here, to be honest with you. I don't know who plays who. I should have been more prepared for that. But that concludes our show. We're going to go back and watch the second half of the Ohio State Buckeyes game. Good luck to everyone this week, except for the prime-timers. And we'll see you guys next week.
And again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Corona Light.
And Heineken Light. Cheers.
Julie.
Let's play some football.